Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in, because you're now watching the Buncher Bull Network.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the World We Know. I'm your host, Greg Lamont, and welcome back. Had a little slight break, but make sure you got your blunts ready, your drink ready, spark up and sip, and let's get into it. Another great talk at the World We Know. So there's been a good bit of topics to happen since we've last spoke, but first, we'll start by saying Happy Independence Day to everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed their 4th, America's 250th. I hope you guys stayed cool, as I know it is hot as fuck just about everywhere right now. So hopefully everybody's staying cool, staying safe. But yeah, there's a handful of things that happened over our break. So first, let's start with boxing announcements. There are 2 big fights that have been signed and sealed since our last show. The first being Rolly Romero versus Teofimo Lopez, which is a pretty damn good fight, honestly. Rolly Romero versus Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez's last match was against Shakur Stevenson, in which he lost by decision at the end, and Rolly Romero's last match was against Ryan Garcia, in which he won by decision, almost knockout. So this is a pretty good fight, a pretty big fight. But what makes this fight actually interesting, and truly the reason why the fight was made, the 2 parties even say, is that Teofimo and Rolly are actually good friends. And this fight is actually a dig at 2 other fighters to tell them, hey, stop fucking running from each other. This is boxing, fight. So Teofimo and Rolly have said in the past that they would never fight each other, blah, blah, blah. But the reason why this fight was made mainly was that Shakur Stevenson and his stablemate Keyshawn Davis are really tight, like close-knit friends, but they are in the same division, and everybody else in that division they've pretty much wiped out, and they refuse to fight each other because, well, they're brothers. And as Keyshawn put it, whenever you get in that ring, you're just looking to go through the other person. Like you go into a different mode, so they don't want to be in that against each other. Blase. And Teofimo threw this at Shakur a lot during their fight. And so has Devin Haney, et cetera, telling them, hey, it's boxing, fight. You're in the same division, fight. And they're like, no, we're bros. So Teofimo and Rolly took the initiative upon themselves to say, listen, we're tight. It's public that we're tight. But fuck all that. It's boxing. And we're going to see what they're on. So coming up, I actually don't remember the day. I mean, look it up. Hopefully my phone don't.
You see that? You see Connor fumbling around?
Oh my God. I should have wrote that down as a topic. I didn't watch it.
Did his thing though.
Did he?
Oh boy. Moments of seconds he choked boy out.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it, but I heard about it. I
did his thing. I give him credit, but Connor should have knew better. See, and I'll tell you exactly. Okay, so he throws this leg kick, and he threw a couple afterward. But like the main thing, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
He threw this high kick, and he misjudged his distance, so he extended his leg a little far, trying to make up for it. When he did, he missed where he was going to land on his back foot. Bro, his shit's all like bent out, bro. Why the hell? Why is that how you decided to start the fight?
Right. Yeah, nah, I honestly, I've been like hesitating to watch it because I'm getting secondhand embarrassment after hearing about what happened. But it definitely, yeah, that's a painful thing to face because Conor being like top dog and having the image he has and everything, to come back your first fight in years and just pretty much end your own career, like it's like, hey, I wonder if he was injured and because he claims on his social media, I wasn't injured, I was perfectly fine, blah blah blah. But I wonder if he was
taking his sandals off.
for real.
Yeah, bro. When he come walking out, he to the ring. He said,
Yo,
I'm like, oh, what the hell? I
yeah,
didn't think nothing of that for a moment until the ring thing happened. I'm like, oh, bro, this dude running on a bum knee already.
he came to get that 20 mil. But yeah, no, the corner situation is fucking crazy. I should have wrote that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened with that?
Bro, it was literally, like I said, it was fucking moments he took.
He's a bad motherfucker out here, for sure. I've actually been seeing him pop up all over my timeline. I didn't even realize that he just fought, so that's probably what it's about. But yeah, Conor, that's some sad ass shit. I was hoping to see like a old hero come back, but that shit did not play out.
Yeah, no.
I will say for the date for the Rolly Tio match, it is August 22nd. So in about a month, we will see how that plays out between the two. But yeah, as far as Conor, I think it's safe to say he's not coming back. Do you think?
Conor, hell no.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably wants to, like, because I seen his tweet. He was saying this isn't the end, but
well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Dana White, I don't think he would play either. Like after that shit, I think he'd be like, all right, Conor, it's time. Hey baby, what's up? But yeah, now the other boxing match that's coming, which I am slightly more excited for. Actually, I'm a lot more excited for it, honestly. Is Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn this November, or is it November? Yeah, I believe this November. Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn. It's going to be a huge fight. These two have actual bad blood between each other. They don't like each other. Conor Benn, of course, he doesn't like most people, but him and Ryan have had a couple run-in public exchanges and somewhat physical, this and that. So I think the thing about these two is they're both knockout artists. Ryan Garcia lost 2 fights. Conor Benn lost 1. Conor Benn is in a higher weight class. I mean, now they're in the same kind of. But Ryan Garcia, they're knockout artists, but the difference is Ryan Garcia is more of a calm, like catch you lacking, sneaky. While Conor Benn is like just a fucking anxious dog, like chasing you down through the ring, like fucking just pressuring you the whole time. He's like a little tiny Mike Tyson in the sense of he's just constantly applying pressure. So yeah, this fight's coming up in November. It's overdue. I think it's a fight that has to happen for boxing, regardless of who wins or loses. This isn't the Mayweather era. We just want to see good fights. But if I had to give my prediction, I would say Ryan Garcia by knockout, which I am a bit biased. I've followed Ryan Garcia since before he was a pro, but Ryan Garcia, he said in his own words that they asked him after him and Conor had a run-in at a boxing award show. They asked him, "Who do you think will win and how?" And he said, "Me by knockout." Of course, they said how or why. He said because he's just too jittery. And honestly, that's likely what's going to play out. But yeah, Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn this November, going to be fucking great. Excited for that one. We'll see what plays out. A lot of great fights being made in boxing right now. Shit being figured out. Shakur Stevenson is apparently in talks to fight Devin Haney. Tank Davis is looking to come back. A lot of interesting shit happening in boxing right now. But while we're on the topic of boxing, actually, I do want to mention, and honestly, if we could react to it, it'd be fire because I haven't seen it yet. But there is a new Rocky coming out. A lot of people should know by now, because if you don't know, you better fucking tap in. Rocky, the franchise Rocky is making a new Rocky movie. I think it's called I Play Rocky or something. And it's about Sylvester Stallone. It's literally it's a biopic, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't watched the trailer myself, but I've heard it spoke about. But the movie is a biopic about Sylvester Stallone making Rocky. Like that's like Michael Jackson just made a biopic, to give you guys reference. Well, he didn't make it, but there's a movie about Mike, right? Well, that's what this is about, Sylvester. While he was broke making Rocky, and how the famous story of how he refused to sell the script and he had to star in it, and he was broke, he sold his dog, all this shit. Apparently he broke his hand whenever he's hitting the frozen meat or whatever. He really broke his hand doing that shit. Excuse me. And there's a lot of like just super inspirational shit that it's going to be put on the big screen that was behind the scenes that now will be on the screen. But yeah, are we able to look up that trailer? I haven't seen it all yet. Have you? Yeah, Rocky. Hell fucking yeah. Yeah, I play Rocky. Here we fucking go. Looks just like Rocky too, or just like Sylvester, the person who's playing him. Maybe it's CGI. I don't know. The person looks way too much like Rocky. Like, is it CGI or what is this?
Name?
I'm Mike. Acting's what I live
Can you press
and
T?
breathe for.
It's fine.
And I gotta have faith in myself.
You need to show everyone who you are.
I like this girl, Sylvester.
Sylvester?
That's right, his real name.
It's got a nice ring to it. Sylvester Stallone. It's like Peter Parker.
Are you delusional? You don't got the looks to be a movie star. Not to mention, you talk like you got rocks in your mouth.
Yeah, I know I don't look like Einstein, but I got a brain. The only way for me to get to show people is me to have to write a script for myself.
Yeah, so do that. Write a script. And give yourself the best part. There's something built here.
You wrote this in 3.5 days. This is freaking good. Have someone like Chuck Bronson, or we could do Eastwood.
Guys, I play Rocky.
I have no idea what that means.
So the writer wants to be in it as the lead. No, absolutely not. Throw some money at him. 25K.
No.
Raise the offer. Try 75. You're parking cars, for Christ's sake. Sylvester.
No.
175. Go to 200. No?
I'm not giving this up. Not for $1 million. Not for 10.
You got the accent down and everything.
Hey.
All right, now if you do this,
Comes with some strings.
if you ever fall one day behind schedule,
The meat's frozen solid.
They're gonna kick you to the curb.
You broke your hand.
and they can replace you with a real actor.
I don't even know what I'm doing. It's any good.
Just do the best acting of your life and everything will be fine.
Wow.
How far behind schedule are they?
They're not.
This movie is about having a belief in yourself. It's about going the distance. I put my heart and soul on the page. If I'm not willing to live up to what I wrote, then what's the point? So do you believe in me? Or not?
Damn. I play Rocky.
I thought you said you could box.
I lied.
Let go of the head.
I'm an actor, goddammit. You always lie.
Damn. Okay, so that's I play Rocky. That was pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm shit, I'm more hyped after seeing it. I was hyped after just hearing about it. Seeing it. We are officially in the era where biopic actors look like the actual person they're playing. Like this is kind of new. Now, no, it's not. They're not picking the best actors in the world or whatever. But like apparently they were originally looking to cast Charles Bronson, and there was one other person they had in mind for this movie. But like it wouldn't have made sense for those people to play in it because nobody's rock. Like you got to have Sylvester. You got to have a guy. You can't just have a good actor because the days of Will Smith playing Muhammad Ali and not moving like Muhammad. Yes, he sounded like him, but he didn't move like him. Or Denzel playing Malcolm X, which yes, Denzel's an incredible, outstanding actor. Yes, you cannot take away his performances, but it doesn't look like Malcolm X. And it like we're now in an age where I don't know if this shit's CGI because it could be, but or AI or whatever the fuck, but it's like the closest to real as you can get, really. It's fucking beautiful. I'm loving it. But yeah, I play Rocky coming out this November. Now I will say I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm a little nervous because I'm a little nervous because my boy Mike just set all these records that he set. And honestly, maybe I'm overestimating, but I love Rocky. Like I love Rocky, and I feel like Rocky is almost an American heart movie. Like it's like there's some movies that have that American heartbeat, and it's like if you just came to America, I'm gonna show you 100 movies. Rocky's in it. So I feel like this movie's going to do numbers, and it's really weird that it's dropping the same year as the Michael movie, and then Michael 2 drops next year. But I really want Mike to keep them records for sure. But I mean, the trailer has almost 9 million views in 2 days. The Michael movie had like 100 million views in like a day for the trailer. So you never know. But either way, I want the movie to do incredible. I'm sure it's not as much of a global movie as it is American. But yeah, Rocky. Who the fuck doesn't love Rocky? Like, come on. I didn't even know until a boxing channel I watched was talking about his reaction to the trailer, and he was saying like how Rocky broke his hand during filming and all this shit. Like this movie, I think, kind of transcends it transcends an Oscar-winning movie because like you're putting that much into. You wrote the script. You wrote the script, you lived the life, and you fucking sacrificed pretty much everything for this role and this movie. You're breaking your hands, you're doing all this, you're like really putting he literally put his soul into this movie as if like he could die during filming it, and that's what he wanted. Like, and that level of intensity and dedication to a role just doesn't really exist. Yes, there's incredible actors, and there's even method actors who literally live as a character and dive into a character for it could be days, weeks, months, which is big. Like Heath Ledger did that, but even then, unless you're Heath Ledger fucking took it to another level, or Jim Carrey. But even then, those actors doing method acting, I don't even think that level matches what he put into doing Rocky. So yeah, I think this movie is likely going to be an award-winning, great fucking movie, and I'm looking forward to it this November. Rocky. Now, in our next news, we'll switch over to some music vibes. There's been actually a lot of fucking albums that dropped since our last show, but I'll mention a couple that I'm diving into. And the first one I mentioned, I actually listened to in full a couple times on my flight or whatever, and throughout on my flight back at the end of my vacation or whatever. But there's 3 albums that find my interest, and the first is Future, The Real Me. Future just dropped the album called The Real Me, and it just dropped on July 10th, I believe, or 11th, some shit like that. And he says this album, he describes it as being first album where he feels like he could be himself, or whatever the fuck that means for Future. But excuse me. But yeah, The Real Me is it's different sounds for Future. It is a bit of a mid album. I mean, but Future doesn't receive the same scrutiny as like the big 3 or somebody. Like, you don't expect Future to rap good or like do something crazy besides a couple funny bars or shit like that. But anyways, I listened to the album, and personally I did really like it on my first listen, which maybe is because I was bored flying. But the album's pretty diverse, but it's also like still Future, like a bit of a like just saying that like the same shit. But he did more melodic music. He did a song called 2018 where he took his 2018 King's Dead verse where he's like la di da di da, so I mean like he took that shit and he did a whole song with it. And you could either love it or hate it. It's not like perfect, but he tried some new things on the album, and I definitely don't think this was an album that was made for radio, or necessarily like I listen to, not necessarily a Future fan, but I do listen to art and new music whenever I get a chance to learn from it and take what I can. But one of his projects that I did like that he dropped in the past couple years or so was called Pluto Ski. And that project was full of like just things you could thump to, like for real, just bangers and shit you could work out, ride to, get lit to. This album was not that. This album was like really just him going through melodies and things that for Future were deep. Like they weren't like super deep, but for him, I guess you'd say they're deep. So I'd rate the album, me personally, I played it all the way through at least 3 times. 7.5. 7.5. I give it like realistically, because I mean, I give it a 7.5 because like the melodies aren't like, he can't sing obviously, and like there was stuff lacking, but it was a solo project. There's not one single feature on this project. It's actually the only project besides Youngboy's I forget what it is, project Sincerely Control or whatever, this decade, to chart without having to chart this high or whatever without having any features. So there's stuff lacking on it that I think features could have helped with. Some of the melodies, harmonies, this and that, I definitely think could have been helped out, and it kind of gets dry on parts, so that's why I give it a 7.5. There are like 2 bangers on it. Radio, I think, it's a banger. Some people hate it though. Radio, and I can't think of all the ones off the top of my head, but there are a couple slappers on the album, so I don't hate the whole thing, but give it smooth 7.5. Strong 7, smooth 7.5. Now on to the next album. These are kind of in order that drop, but I'll try and play a song from it later. But Tory Lanez, his album, fuck, what was it called? He gave it like a weird name.
It was
It
one of his alter ego.
no, I think this is a different one, but he is wearing a mask, so it could be. It's this one's called "You Thought I Was Gone." ... But which is kind of a crazy name. But hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right fucking now, like dead ass. That yeah. Okay, so that's his alter ego, Fargo.
That's what people are saying.
See,
because I was trying to figure out what that is because he's mentioned it multiple times.
me,
Throughout his career.
yeah, I was confused. I didn't know if he's talking about a bank. That would make sense. I was thinking he's talking about a bank or some shit. I'm like, but nah. So this album, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm definitely gonna try to play the intro off of it, but this shit is fucking great. The industry is so lucky. It's fucked up though. I don't like it, but they're lucky that he's locked up right now because this man is making music from a jail phone. Okay, like I was raving about his album in 23 or 24 called Peterson, which was completely made off of a jail phone, and it was engineered obviously to sound good. But this album is another one of those, but it's even like this shit is fucking incredible. Whenever I play all the intro, this you'll be like, damn. But I haven't finished this album. I've only played 4 songs from it. Actually 5. There's 2 discs. I did play one off the second disc. Every song is like, bruh, like he's hungry as shit and he's flowing. And Tory can sing. Like Tory can really sing. Whenever he wants to, he can get into his like 80s bag. That's why he literally made an 80s album. Like and I feel like sometimes we need like that 80s R&B and shit. So it's sad that a rapper has to be the one to do that. But hey, the album, I haven't went through it, so I can't give this album or the next album a rating yet or a review, but I can say off of what I heard so far, this album's fucking smackers. I'd give it 8.5. But I'm going to play the whole thing and then I'll come back next week with a strong review for y'all. But yeah, Tory. Now I will say, from some of what I've seen so far, Tory is dissing Jay-Z and them a lot on this album and Rock Nation, which I mean he's been dissing them since he's been locked up and saying that they're directly a part of it. But hey, it's a great fucking time to be dissing Rock Nation with Jay-Z. Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna play at some point another. Jay-Z just did another freestyle and that shit went fucking garbage. But yeah, it's a great time for him to diss them with Drake dissing Jay-Z. Jay-Z's dropping an album this year. And a lot of people ain't really rocking with him. I think he's starting to realize that yeah, he has his core, but it's he don't have the strong fan base that he had. I mean, he has what he had, but he doesn't have new. So, anyways, yeah, if we could play the intro off his album, it's fucking it's if you just play You Thought I Was Gone, it should be the first made you think. Yeah.
First song with your Avengers target.
Yep. There's a beat switch and everything on this. This shit right here is fire. Remember, y'all, this is off of a fucking gel phone, so.
Niggas will talk as soon as I see them, I'm slapping the taste. Catch them in public and niggas don't want to say none of that shit in my face. I I ain't need phase when I get home, baby. 23,000 the trick on the tricky bitch. I need that shit out the safe. Right now. Get the fuck out of my face. 21,000 get down to Miami to cut that little bitch out of shape. The whole world screaming free Tory, man. The haters don't know how to hate. Had a show flew back last night. Niggas think I'm out of state. Clearly I'm sitting inside of the celly, but manifesting is the way. But I ain't just manifesting when I tell you I'll be home any day, nigga. God got me no sage, double R on the car, Rolls Royce, road rage. Shorty man, she turned me back to savage, I'm back to my old ways. So when they wanna fuck me for nothing, I told her this okay. Okay, she wanna fuck, okay. She got a bestie little buddy that don't wanna suck when I'm not okay. Call up the rest of my buddies whenever it's something it's stuck, okay. Don't give a fuck if I only hit once, I still got to fuck, okay. Niggas will talk as soon as I see them, I'm slapping the taste. Catch them in public and niggas don't wanna say none of that shit in my face. I ain't need phase when I get home, baby. I might need my fade when I get home. I ain't need phase when I get home, baby. Bitch, I need a fade when I get this shit up forever, them boys try to murder me. I cannot tell you, but certainly my niggas know just how this been a Guam. My Achilles gon' pay them in Burgundy. He told me get it right back in blood. I got it right back in that currency. I mean like 17 stabs, my nigga. You know he was taking that personally. Yeah.
Three beats on the intro.
Yeah. Hey, 7 and 10s. I be outside from 7 to 10. That's 7 p.m. to 10 a.m. Nigga, I don't got no regular friends. I see the ops in the party, they jacking and acting all extra again. I keep the same energy when it's me, y'all's top of floor 10 of my friends. You know how I'm coming. Hit the paper shot, you know how I'm thumbing. Hit the show and niggas know I'm a dummy. Rev the engine, niggas know I was running. Hit the pussy with a certain stroke, yeah, a certain stroke, make you know I should coming. She say my dick are overloaded in the stomach. Was dark, but now I see the glow in the tunnel. We do it to you, but you know that you fumble. Was tripping on me till you know that you stumble. Was bread winning to the door, it got crumbled. I take the jet to every show in the summer. She fronted back there, but she go in the summer. I lost my heart in the winter, so fuck it. I don't give a fuck about knowing the summer. Bitches that didn't fuck me, I was broke, now I'm rich, little bitch, and you owe me the summer. She ain't your bitch, she's ours now, man, she ours now, man, the slogan this summer. Get this money like a real nigga, but I'm tatted up like a cholo this summer. Too many bottles and too many blunts. I sold gelato and told him it's runs. I'm way too rich to be doing these stunts. I'm too legit to be moving this janky. We too still to be moving this stanky. Bitch too close, please move, I'm thanky. Hit her with the gas, hanky panky. A million charms, the money is long, the arms are lanky. I threw about 43,000 inside of that bitch.
You can end it if you want.
An army of Ubers and shooters, I got a part of niggas right with a tank beat. All of my niggas are antsy. My chain yelling, try to yank me. Cash out, baby. It's your time.
This is a different song now. But yeah, goddamn, y'all. That's a man behind bars who's fucking ready to get out and pick up where he left off. That is Fargo's Revenge, from Tory Lanez new album, and I highly recommend everybody needs to go play this album. Everybody needs to show him some love, get him some numbers, help him get the shit up. Plus he'll bring him a bag or whatever. But yeah, I think that this album likely isn't going to chart well with him not being here doing his promotional shit, because Tory is a promotional genius, and I'm sure right now he'd be on some different shit. But yeah, this album I think is, I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna sit through it. I think it's gonna be fucking incredible, and I think it is incredible so far. And yeah, let me know what y'all think about that Fargo's Revenge. I'd rate that song a solid fucking. That song I give a 9. Like that song. There's 3 beat switches. There's singing and there's fucking rapping, but not only that, he's spazzing, and you cannot tell for a second that that's on a jail phone. Like there's old verses from different rappers, and I think even him or that you could tell it was on a gel phone. Like I think his verse he did with DDG while he was locked up, that was obviously on the gel phone. But he's fucking cooking right now. And who knows, maybe he's using AI, but he did another gel album a couple years ago, so I mean, I doubt it. But yeah, Tap In, y'all. Made You Think I Was Gone, but fire comeback album. I'm sure he has fire in his stomach. This is his first album since he got stabbed up like 14 times or whatever. From a guy who literally got money put on his books by Rock Nation, like 200 fucking thousand or some crazy fucking shit like that. But yeah, Tap In, y'all. Check it out. I'm definitely gonna come with a review on that one next week. But for the next album to get into is Rick Ross, Set in Stone. Rick Ross, Set in Stone, just dropped today.
Listen. Nothing. I don't care. I've never heard of this man up until earlier today.
Yeah.
And I don't ever care to listen to any of his music, and he might be the best rapper in the world.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to no album where one of the features is from a man named Ball Greasy.
Ball Greasy.
That sounds absurd. Your name is Ball Greasy. I don't care how good
Was that on the album?
Yeah.
What the hell? Nah, I ain't even know that. I didn't even look at the track list. I played 2 songs off a playlist, but Ball Greasy, huh?
Ball Greasy.
Damn. Yeah, no, that's some crazy. Did you play it? Said fuck that song. Yeah, shit. I mean, I ain't never heard of no fucking Ball Greasy, so we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, Rick Ross. Yeah, you should have changed that shit early. Quick, fast. But yeah, Rick Ross just dropped Set in Stone. This album was initially supposed to drop the week after Iceman, but he pushed it back to today. And the thing about Rick Ross is not a bad rapper. Like how I said Future, people try to say, oh, Future's in the big 3 now because J. Cole's out of it. But nah, bro. Future doesn't receive the same scrutiny of like, if he's rapping shit or something like that, he's not going to receive scrutiny because he's Future. Like, it's kind of expected. It's not, his fans are looking for something different. Like if Nicki Minaj or Drake or well, I don't know about Kanye, but Kendrick or somebody drops some shit like that, you can't do that. Now, Rick Ross, he always, from what I've seen, performs. The man can rap. He has a love for hip hop. You feel like you can feel in his music, and yeah, even though he's beefing with Drizzy or whatever, and you could tell that shit got to the boy, got to the man or whatever. Because if y'all seen the fucking trailer for his new album, it's literally a 5-minute Cope video of him showing his cars and planes and shit, and saying, "Oh, they saying you broke, you flying a car to me," and all this other shit. That the man's hurt, but yeah, I heard 2 songs from the album. I played. There's a song with Big X, the Plug, called "Living Large," which was on Rap Life. I played, and there's another song. Fuck, I don't even know what the name of the other one is, but I did play another one off of it. And actually, as I was coming in here, I was playing it, and oh yeah, no, it was a song with T.I. And now that song, I really like that song. Like that, hip hop needs that. It needs that hunger. Hip hop has had so many eras and ages and shit. There's no reason we should be stuck in just today's sound. We can definitely use 2000s different sounds, crunk, fucking anything. But the T.I. song is literally like old school, like talking that shit, but also like still T.I. Doing his thing. Like I don't know what you would call that era, but that old like T.I. Jeezy type of feel. Actually, I think Jeezy was on it, but yeah, Rick Ross, T.I., that song's hard. Now the song with Big X, I feel like Ross should have scrapped his shit and came back with another. it just felt like whenever you go to the studio and you record and you're tired or you don't feel like working long on this song or whatever, and you're like, you put down something, you know the lyrics whenever you like just look at them and read them or fire or whatever, but you also know your performance was like, you don't like, all right, I did all right, but like you could have did that shit better. It just feels like he didn't uh craft that one like because Big X came on it and he fucking, it felt like he was like, hey, I got my moment. Like, I'm every moment I get, I'm gonna use, and he used it, executed great. But these are two niggas who are like Biggie's son. So like, I don't see why Rick Ross doing a song with Big X and Plug wouldn't give more. But yeah, I mean, hey, I'm tapping into this album because Rick Ross does not make bad music. I'll say that, but. Yeah, Set in Stone. It's another album I gotta sit, review, and come back and tell y'all like an actual rating and review. But from what I've heard so far, I'd give it 7.5, 8. About the Future album, maybe slightly better in rapping ability, but we'll see. Oh yeah. So now in other news, let's hope my phone didn't die yet. We'll start with some government stuff. So we'll start with this. The NDAA, I think it was a new Defense Authorization Act or National Defense Authorization Act or something like that, was denied. You better fucking think whatever you can think. Think fucking Buddha, God, whatever the fuck you can think that this shit got denied because motherfucking, if this shit wouldn't have got denied, it was at that last little stretch. Everybody else was approving it. The House approved it. It was Senate, and then the president signs it. And luckily, by the skin of our fucking teeth, with a vote of 50-46, the NDAA was denied, which included Section 219, which says that the Israeli and U.S. militaries will merge. They will have executive authority as well in the Pentagon, and access to like confidential, classified, all that type of shit. But they will also have all of our weapons, access to all of our weapons, and in our Pentagon funding, which is I think our biggest budget outside of healthcare. So yeah, I mean it might be our biggest budget now because it's up to a fucking $1 trillion, but whatever. So we're lucky this thing didn't pass by a couple votes. Really, to be fair, the people who saved it were the Democrats, because the Republicans were pretty much all in except for Thomas Massey. And yeah, it shows a glimmer of hope that they didn't pass that, because if they would have passed it, it would have pretty much been set in stone. There's nothing that we, the people, not much that we would have been able to do other than literal fucking revolution, revolt. Like the genocidal pigs getting our fucking best of the best of the best anytime they want, plus funding. Like if you have executive authority in the Pentagon, you get to dip your finger in that budget. So, and the Pentagon hasn't passed an audit in Lord knows how long. But yeah, so that's pretty great fucking news. Yeah, that's pretty good news. We'll see. I'm sure they'll try to come back with something else. But another thing that just got voted on this week, I believe, yeah, this week just got voted on, was that, this is random as hell, but daylight savings time is now permanent, apparently. I mean, they tried doing the same thing like 50 years ago and they changed their mind literally like not long after. But daylight savings time has been voted on to be permanent. There will be no more, if it sticks, switching your clocks back and forth. Where we're at now is where we'll stay. And yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I looked it up, and the only countries that really do this in the world are North America countries and European countries.
Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings time.
Really? I didn't know that. Are they the only state that does
I
that?
don't know if it's like that strip
Yeah.
or what, but yeah, I know they don't.
Okay. I did not know that at all. But okay, well shit. Apparently Arizona doesn't do daylight savings time, but
Yeah, you know that.
yeah, I guess I never fully I understand the concept of like waking up at well, I really don't understand the point of doing it early, besides maybe an extra hour of sleep, but then you also lose an hour later in the year. But the only countries in the world that do it are North American and European countries. So it's not like the end of the world of us not doing it, but we'll see how it plays out. Hell yeah. Speaking of daylight and fucking nature and shit, it's hot as fucking hell. I don't know. Maybe certain parts of the U.S. aren't getting not unnatural, higher heat than they usually get, but it's been hot as fucking PA. It's been getting hot as shit down here, and I just came from Florida. I mean, it was hot, but honestly, like the heat down here right now is pretty much the heat down there. Uh, like maybe a couple degrees off, barely, but it's fucking it's cooking right now, and I don't think it's much of a coincidence with all the fucking war going on and all these wildfires. Like, apparently, just learned that Canada has had 850 active wildfires this year, which is also affecting this part of PA. We're getting smoke over here from Canada and Minnesota. But I don't think it's coincidence because this year uh, is set to be the most historic super El Nino that's ever happened. Excuse me. And what that means, I'm sure a lot of you are like, what the fuck's that El Nino? What that means is that El Nino is pretty much a heat wave that travels throughout the world. I don't know exactly what causes it. I'd have to look into it, but it can be pretty fucking intense and severe. Like the last one that was comparable to this one actually killed 50 million fucking people. Legitimate, it killed 50 million people. Now, of those 50 million people, majority of them were in Brazil, India, and China. But it killed 50 fucking million people. And that mixed with these wildfires, mixed with fucking war that's just not ending, with everything. Like the Russia-Ukraine war is jumping up. Iran-US war, Israel war never really ended. All this shit I think is just horrible for the earth. Plus, on top of that, you have AI data. Like, why are they so excited to burn all this water in these AI data centers? I mean, I feel like really a big reason why they're using up all this water for data centers is, and this is a little off topic, the El Nino stuff, but water, I just learned, holds memory. Water holds memory of everything, like everything that it was attached to or went through or passed through, froze to, anything. Water holds memory. And they're literally using up a fuck ton of water, more than humans are using up, and just cooking through it. And I think they're extracting memory from water, as crazy as that sounds. I'm sure there's something they're getting from that. But that mixed with everything else, them depleting our water, it's just all bad. It's fucking ridiculous. And who does it serve? Nobody really. But yeah, shit's getting crazy. But before I get into the next topic, make sure y'all tap in every single Friday at 2:30 p.m. for The World We Know, every single Friday at 6 p.m. for Stash Spots, and every single Saturday at 8 p.m. for Marley State of Mind. Be there, have your blunts ready, your drink ready, sip and spark. Be there every week. You catch us at Bunchable Studios on YouTube, Facebook, Kick, and Twitch. That's Bunchable Studios on YouTube, Facebook, Kick, or Twitch. Pick your choice. But Yeah, but before I get into the next topic, could I use that lighter right there? There's one right here. If I could use it. All right. Thank you. So yeah, the next thing. Oh yeah, there's another thing that got voted on. Like, it's been a hell of a fucking week, y'all. A lot of weird ass shit's been happening since the last show. So apparently, there is now a project that is already set, voted on, and in motion to put a 60-foot by 60-foot mirror in space. Okay. Now, what they're saying, yeah, what, yeah, because we need that. Yeah, literally, they're trying to make it seem like it's something else, but that's like, come on now. Uh, so a 60 by 60 foot. Yeah, it's like we literally got like evil fucking villains running the world, and they're like, oh, they're on to us. We got to kill them. Like, what the fuck's going on? But yeah, so a 60-foot by 60-foot mirror is being put in space, and they're saying what it will do is, and only small-minded people or boomers like my father will believe this dumbass shit. My adopted father, but what it's supposed to do is reflect sunlight. They're claiming for agriculture and shit. Reflect sunlight 3 to 5 mile wide fucking spread of light reflect onto the earth to help. They're saying that it will help with solar power, because during hours of there not being sun or whatever, that they could reflect it onto solar plants and shit like that. But to me, that just sounds like they're saying we're going to put kill switches in your car for drunk drivers. That's all. Like, come on now. You know damn well this is supposed to be a free fucking country. But like, this is supposed to be a free country. That's why you come here. We got flat cameras. We got kill switches. We got. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, literally. And yeah, shit's just all whack right now. Yeah, literally. It's going to be like, it's just heading towards global domination is what they're heading towards. It's going to be a one world government and take out whoever. But I'm not claiming that, actually. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. But yeah, shit's getting like a sci-fi movie. Yeah, it's really getting crazy now. In other like surveillance and everything, flock cameras have been kind of getting higher up in the news, the news stream or whatever. Flock cameras, the guy who owns Flock or whatever it's called, he just did an interview recently because he's been getting a lot of pushback, and even police have been doing interviews about these Flock cameras, because they're even saying like they just showed up one day and we didn't really like know, but like the counties or communities would send out letters like, hey, this is just for general safety and blah 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 blah. But these cameras literally are all over the place, and they read your they scan your vehicle and your license plate, and they run it back to their headquarters pretty much and use that. Now, what the fuck? Like,
this one. We got a good one for you.
Yeah.
There's people that live in Ohio
Mm-hmm.
that go to Michigan, the dispensaries. Ohio police officer pulled this lady over because the flock camera designated that she was only in Michigan for an hour.
What the fuck? Are you serious? That, bro, that is literally what I'm saying. And
how long she was there, not long enough for it to be like, you know what I mean?
yeah. Nah, bro, that's like way overstepping, because that's my fear. Is that's why I'm saying there needs to be a revolt and a mass awakening to a big scale, because the way they do things is they slowly put it on you, and they don't just go, hey, we're going to surveil. No, they go, this is for safety, this is for that. But that's I don't know, bro. America is supposed to be free. Like we're supposed to be landing free. Yes, if you're a major fuck up out here murdering everybody and doing this, you're going to jail. Obviously, doing fuck shit. But whenever we're at the point where they're surveilling every part of the street and searching for bullshit, that's not safety, in my opinion. That's just policing to get the people you don't want out of there. Because like, what is going to the dispensary hurting? Nothing. Why? Like, not a single fucking person is affected in that outside of the people transacting. That's it. Like, I don't know. I think if shit doesn't, if it's not a big pressing national issue, then they're just going to keep on creeping it on us. So, yeah. It's now or never. But in the other news, Lindsey Graham is dead. Lindsey Graham died in Russia. Well, they're saying, which I believe, if you look at the internet, they're scrubbing everything. They're saying that he died because he had pulmonary or heart issues or whatever, and he had a sudden heart attack after returning from a trip at Russia, where he visited a drone factory with Zelensky, or I think he did was Zelensky, but other officials as well. And Russia bombed that drone factory and killed the officials that he toured with. But Russia also bombed the hotel that Lindsey Graham was staying at. But, it makes sense for, because Lindsey Graham, we're going to get into it, but that motherfucker right there, what the hell was he? What was he really? But yeah, they bombed the hotel that he was booked to stay at, and they bombed the facility that he was visiting. But of course, he just randomly came home after the trip and then just died. He just had a heart attack. Yeah, he had a little bit of heart issues, this and that. Yeah, he's the guy who's literally the only senator, maybe in history, not an exaggeration, that goes overseas and does foreign affairs for us and pretty much acts as a Secretary of State and works for the most part on behalf of Israel for the deals he does. But the man literally meets with foreign leaders for us and negotiates for us. Senators don't do that, y'all. Like most people don't realize this. Senators are for their fucking legislative area. They're for their state. Like, you can't even tell me where Lindsey Graham's from. His whole career he was a senator. Where was he a senator? Nobody even thinks about this. This man was not really a senator. He was in there for over 10 years, whatever. Yes, he was a senator, but he was a Secretary of State behind the scenes. Whenever Trump and Netanyahu or Marco Rubio or whoever, I mean, he was there during Obama in those eras too, really close with Netanyahu at that time as well. Whenever they can't do negotiations and meetings, they send this guy out. And then he goes on Fox News a couple minutes later and says, yeah, I just got off the phone with the president. No senator is on the phone with the president all the fucking time. That doesn't happen, y'all. It does not happen. No senator is on the phone with the president like that, like this all the time. It doesn't happen. But yeah, Lindsey Graham just passed away. And yeah, well, we're going to see what comes out of that, because that definitely caused a lot of heartache in Israel, because Netanyahu came out with a big statement, of course, saying how much it hurt him, but it really hurt them whenever Ben Gvir. Now Ben Gvir is extreme as fuck. You think Netanyahu's bad? Just look at Ben Gvir, okay? That motherfucker is insane. He's the one who just made it where that you can literally like imprison and give death penalty to Palestinians in Israel for just being a Palestinian. And the motherfucker is insane. He talks all the time about flattening the Middle East and pretty much making it their own. He's fucking crazy. But he and he's also one of those like they're goyim type of people, like they're not they're not the same as us. But he released a statement pretty much saying that like he's very hurt about Lindsey Graham being gone, blah blah blah. So yeah, there's a high likelihood that Russia did it. I'm sure something will come out later about that, but yeah. Rest in peace, Lindsey Graham. I mean, it's never good for. I don't think we should ever celebrate the death of a U.S. politician. I don't think we should ever do that. But not, but I don't think we should ever celebrate the death of politicians. So rest in peace, Lindsey Graham, and all of his people, family, whatever. I mean, he didn't have a family. He was never married and he never had kids. So he didn't have, and he was gay, so he didn't have a family. But but rest in peace, Lindsey Graham, and whatever he left behind. God bless. But yeah, on my last topic, and I should have put this on the music segment because it's so random to put this far in, but Chris Brown and Usher concert, their tour, it's going pretty well from what I see. And, oh wait, I actually do have another topic after this. I will spurt, but my question is, of course, we know what Usher's on, we know what Breezy's on. My thing is they're out here fucking up marriages. Like that's what these niggas do. Why is your wife going? So my question is, should married women, I mean married people, but why would a married man go on his own? Should married women or couples in general even go to these fucking shows? Like, is that just a retarded date, or am I tripping? Because I've already seen like 2 different households get fucking destroyed over a moment at a concert. Like these motherfuckers are married for like 9 years, and then she goes home locked out screaming fucking over a Chris Brown concert. So my thing is, why the fuck are people that are married going to these concerts? What the fuck's the point? What do you get out of it? Sit at home and watch it on TV. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make sense to me. But I give credit to Breezy and Usher. They're definitely fucking legends, and it's good to see them still doing their thing. So yeah, it's dope as hell. But no, married people should not go. Now, my very, very, very last topic for the day, thing for the day, is I want to look at, it's a short little clip. Jay-Z just did another freestyle at his show, I think in New York. On stage, stadium packed of people, and it was crickets. It was crickets. Jay-Z just did this freestyle, and it looked like the man who freestyles everything and never forgets his fucking, doesn't need to write anything, forgot what it was. Yeah, I think it's that one. Well, no, it's one of the shorts. I think it's that first short. Yeah, the one next to it. Yep. Hopefully it's not motherfuckers talking over it. But yeah, it's probably not going. Yeah, nah. Nah. Well, it could be. I've only seen like a couple seconds. Yeah. Okay, I guess it is it. All right, so I'm gonna react to it. I haven't seen this much of it, but I'm sure the part I'm looking for has got to be in there. Nigga had Beyonce cut his hair right before the show. Crazy, crazy. So they say.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
They say I sold out. Yeah, I did sell out. 3 nights, I sold Yankee Stadium the hell out.
Hold it there! Hold it there!
I'm a target. You aim, don't miss that target. No exclusive, they only doing what Apple and Walmart did. You shopping at Amazon or you boycott? You posting on Instagram? That's meta, boy. Stop it. Y'all know Google owns YouTube. You picking and choosing a politicking as usual.
Right. Right.
They did deep for narratives. It's embarrassing. They run out of characters, had to bring back up Cap again. My buddy took a check. I ain't even mad at him.
Yeah, that's part.
Along with that check, got a sign of non-disparagement.
Yeah.
I'm the one they can't control. Y'all better be glad it's him.
Cricket. You ain't know what to say.
I'm the one they can't control. You better be glad it's him. $500 million back in the community. That's just good math for him. I don't listen to Twitter activists. They type and I laugh at them. There's really no comparison. Gotta check my stats again. I'm bringing folks home to their family. Laws get passed as him. You can like it or not. We don't do no ass kissing. Ex-drug dealer. You might not like the packaging, but my presence is the president. My gift is rapping. Oh shit! Let's get on some Brooklyn shit.
All right, so that's Jay-Z's latest freestyle. That definitely didn't feel like it had direction to it, but you know, it does take a lot of courage to get on stage and freestyle like that. So hey, he's doing his thing. Excited to see what he drops this year, see where shit goes, how this battle and shit heats up. But yeah, crickets, we'll see where shit goes. That's it for this week of The World We Know. We'll have some more interesting ass shit next week, I'm sure. But I'll see y'all then. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm your host, Greg Lamont, and peace.